I found out about room real estate from a friend of mine who suggested that I needed to use somebody in the area who really had the most experience selling. And that made a lot of sense. So I tried to find the person who had the highest record within Santa Cruz County for sales this year, and that was Room. Room stood out from other options based on just a few things that were very, very important. The first thing was that Jason took on the project. He has a lot of experience only selling versus representing the buyer and the seller, right? Where he's only representing me as a seller and not others at the same time from a buyer perspective. So I thought that was really, really important because it showed how much volume he was actually moving. And I think that was really important to me. When I found Room Real Estate, I had already had the house on the market for 110 days. I just think that it was a stroke of bad luck, I guess, and indecisive buyers and just things out of a lot of people's control. The house, given how nice it was, I think for me, it was a little bit sad that I wasn't able to sell it within 110 days. So what I needed help with from Room was just completely rebooting the whole process. MJ and Jason were both very involved on it. I think that the way that they teamed up was great. Primarily, I was in touch with MJ most of the time. Having the larger team at Room come in and make suggestions on things that I might needed to do with the house, fix certain things. And I think the experience too, just from so many sales helped, I think tidy up loose ends. And a lot of that was facilitated by MJ and the coordinators at Room. To my surprise, Jason called me on the phone and said, I have 4 offers right now, immediately at once, which was surprising to me. And that's when he stepped in. So MJ did most of the coordination. It was at the last moment when they brought in the 4 offers for me to select from that Jason stepped in. I definitely would recommend that others use Room Real Estate to sell the house. I think at first I was a bit skeptical, given the fact that my property was sort of the limits where people are willing to go. And they came through with, the right buyer. And in fact, there were multiple buyers that were right for the home. Given the amount of time that it was on the market prior to Room taking over, I was sort of eager to sell it. And Jason arrived with an offer that was going to close in 3 days. So it was a bit disheartening that I sold it for a little less than really I truly believe it was worth. But that's no fault of Jason's. That was just, hey, 3 days. That's incredible.